So, before the truth came out, before that interview that honestly shocked everyone, there was this silence around Dele Ali that nobody understood. 1 minute, it was everywhere, smiling, celebrating, full of light, and the next minute, it was gone. This is the story behind that silence. Welcome to Beyond the Whistle. Hi, my name is Juliet, and today we are going to sit with a story that has been on my heart for a really long time. Not because of tactics, not because of highlights or match analysis, but because there's something deeply human about Dele Ali's journey. Something raw, something honest, something painful, but also something brave. And I'm really proud of how it has come. This isn't me analyzing football. This is me as a fan trying to understand what really happened beyond the pitch and why his story still matters today. Let's start with Dele we all remember. 2016, 2017, and especially the 2018 World Cup. He was shining, he was fearless, he was joyful. He brought excitement to the Premier League and honestly, hope to England. And that celebration, everybody was doing it. I remember going back to school after the World Cup and literally everyone was talking about him. People who didn't even watch football were doing the hand sign. It felt like the future. And I genuinely liked him. Like, I really did like him. There was just something bright about him. Then slowly, he disappeared. Not suddenly, not with any attention, just quietly. The performances dipped. The spark faded. And we were all left wondering, what happened to Dele Ali? We saw the decline, but we didn't see the pain behind it. Then the interview came, and suddenly, everything made sense. He shared things no one knew. Trauma no child should carry. Molested at 6, a mother battling addiction, being left on the streets, being adopted and accused, then torn between families. He said when he finally went to therapy, he realized he had been fighting alone for years. And then he said something that really hits me deeply. That sometimes players take sleeping pills just to sleep before training or before a match, just to calm their mind enough to function. And that was the first time I am hearing something like that. And hearing that, it broke me. Because I can't remember the last time I took a sleeping pill. But these players, some take them just to make it through the day. Football looks glamorous, but mentally it can be brutal. And we don't even talk about it enough. And then, he talked about the moment Jose Mourinho called him lazy. It was a documentary of Jose Mourinho. Even though Mourinho apologized privately later, the world never heard the apology. The media ran with it. Fans believed it. Coaches at new clubs believed it. That one word became his identity. And people are forgetting that whatever is being said in public cannot be undone privately. Like, of course, you apologize to him privately, but the media, the fans, You do not come back to the public and apologize to that same person you called names. He said whenever he struggled in training, people already had a narrative ready because of one word. And it's not just Mourinho. It is every coach who speaks about a player publicly without knowing what they are carrying privately. It is a reminder your words have weight. And sometimes they become chains. A private apology cannot undo a public wound. And there are a lot of players that this one word or that one word still follows them. It has become the identity. Coaches coming out to call their players names, calling them the worst penalty taker, calling them lazy, calling them all sorts of names, which is not even the reality around them at that point. Then he talked about how much Pochettino meant to him, how he felt understood, safe, seen. But when Pochettino left, everything shifted. New managers, new expectations, and the same label following him everywhere. He started doubting relationships, doubting trust, doubting himself. Because when you have been hurt, that's what happens. And personally, watching that interview, it's made me emotional. Because I can remember how bright it was, how exciting it was, and how much joy it brought to the game. And to see him fade away without knowing why, and now hearing the truth, it hurts. We loved him when he was shining, but we didn't even realize he was breaking when he went quiet. And this is exactly why Beyond the Whistle exists. To sit with these stories, to remember the human. People say footballers are rich. They should be fine. They should toughen up. But money doesn't fix trauma. Fame doesn't erase pain. Success doesn't make you invisible. Footballers feel things. They get overwhelmed. They break. They cry. They are not machines. They are human. And I want to say something, not to Dele, because he has already spoken his truth, but to us, to the fans who celebrated him when he shined and forgot him when he didn't. Dele survived childhood trauma, and while carrying that weight, he still tried to be the footballer we demanded he be. When he couldn't, people called him lazy. People called him a party boy. I mean, that was the narrative about him, crafted single-handedly by this English media. They said he lost his hunger. He moved on. We never asked what he was carrying. And when he finally told us in 2023, how many of us really listened? How many of us changed the way we talk about players who disappear? Because Dele is not the only one. There are players right now struggling in silence, carrying trauma, taking sleeping pills just to make it through another day. And we will only know when they are brave enough to speak. Or maybe when it is too late. So the question is not, Dele, are you okay? The real question is, are we paying attention? Are we creating a world where players can ask for help? Where they can ask for help before they break? Are we seeing them as humans first? Dele told his story. He did the brave thing. Now, it is our turn to listen and to do better. Thank you for listening. This is Beyond the Whistle, where we remember that footballers are human too. I will see you next Thursday.